1. New Year's Day, January 1st. New Year's Day is celebrated on January 1st, marking the first day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar most of the world uses today. It's a day filled with hope and excitement because it symbolizes a fresh start. People make resolutions, which are promises to themselves to improve something in their lives, like being healthier or learning a new skill. On the night before New Year's Day, called New Year's Eve, many people stay up late to count down to midnight with fireworks, music, and parties. It's a time to reflect on the past year and look forward to what the new year might bring. In many cultures, it's also a time for family gatherings and sharing good wishes for the future. 2. Chinese New Year, date varies, January or February. Chinese New Year, also known as Lunar New Year or Spring Festival, is the most important traditional festival in Chinese culture. It marks the beginning of the Lunar New Year, which is based on the cycles of the moon. This means it can fall on different dates each year, usually between January 21st and February 20th. The festival celebrates the start of spring and is rich with symbols meant to bring good luck and push away the bad. Families clean their homes thoroughly to sweep away bad luck and make way for incoming good fortune. Red decorations, red clothes, and red envelopes filled with money are common because red is considered a lucky color. The celebration includes lion dances, fireworks, and a big meal with lots of special dishes. It's a time for families to come together and hope for a prosperous year ahead. Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love. 3. Valentine's Day, February 14th. Valentine's Day is celebrated on February 14th and is known as a day of love and affection between intimate companions. People show their love for each other by sending cards, often decorated with hearts and flowers, called valentines. They might also give gifts like chocolates, jewelry, or flowers, especially red roses, which are seen as a symbol of love. The day is named after Saint Valentine, a Christian martyr from ancient Rome, but today it's celebrated by people of all backgrounds, not just Christians. It's a popular day for couples to go out on dates or for secret admirers to reveal their feelings. Even children often exchange Valentine cards at school. 4. International Women's Day, March 8th. International Women's Day celebrated on March 8th each year and is a day to honor and celebrate the achievements of women all around the world. This day focuses on issues such as women's rights, gender equality, and the many contributions women have made to society. It started over 100 years ago when women were fighting for their right to work under fair conditions, to vote, and to be treated equally to men. Today, people celebrate this day by participating in marches, attending seminars, or through education by learning and teaching about the achievements of notable women in history. It's a day to reflect on how far women have come in their fight for equality and to recognize the challenges that still lie ahead. 5. Holi, date varies, March. Holi, also known as the Festival of Colors, is a vibrant and joyful Hindu festival that marks the arrival of spring and celebrates fertility, color, love, and the triumph of good over evil. This festival takes place just as the chilly winter turns into spring, with dates changing every year because it's based on the lunar calendar. People celebrate Holi by throwing colorful powders at each other and splashing water, which makes it a fun and messy festival. The colors used are vibrant and can include red, blue, green, and yellow. Everyone looks like a walking rainbow by the end of the day. The night before Holi, large bonfires are lit to symbolize the burning away of evil spirits. This festival is not only celebrated in India but has also become popular in other parts of the world, where it's seen as a celebration of love, frolic, and colors. 6. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated on March 17th and honors St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. This day commemorates the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, as well as celebrating Irish culture and heritage. People wear green clothing, as green is said to be the color that represents Ireland, also known as the Emerald Isle. The day is famous for parades, leprechauns, shamrocks, and all things Irish. In many cities around the world, rivers, fountains, and even beer are dyed green. It's a day of joy where people of all backgrounds celebrate, whether they're Irish or not. In Ireland, it's also a religious day with many going to church in the morning and celebrating in the afternoon. 7. Easter, date varies, March or April. Easter is a significant Christian holiday that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ, 3 days after he was crucified, as described in the New Testament of the Bible. The date of Easter varies each year because it's determined by the lunar calendar. It falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon occurring on or after the vernal equinox. Easter is preceded by Lent, a 40-day period of fasting, prayer, and penance. The week before Easter is particularly sacred, known as Holy Week. Easter traditions vary globally but commonly include attending church services, the Easter bunny who delivers chocolates and candies to children, and the decoration of Easter eggs, which symbolize new life and rebirth. 8. Earth Day, April 22nd. Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd each year and is dedicated to promoting environmental awareness and protection. It was first observed in 1970 in the United States and has since grown into a global event recognized by over 190 countries. Earth Day is a day for everyone to think about our planet and how we can take better care of it. Activities might include planting trees, cleaning up litter, and educational programs about recycling and conservation. It's a reminder that every one of us has a part to play in keeping the earth healthy for future generations. 9. Ramadan, date varies. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar and is considered the holiest month by Muslims. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset, abstaining from eating, drinking, and other physical needs during daylight hours. It's a time for prayer, reflection, and community. The fast is meant to teach discipline, self-restraint, and generosity. Each evening, the fast is broken with a meal called iftar, often shared with family and friends. Ramadan ends with Eid al-Fitr, a festive day of feasting and celebrating where gifts are exchanged, and the community comes together in joy. 10. Songkran, Thai New Year, April 13th to 15th. Songkran is the Thai New Year festival celebrated from April 13th to 15th. It marks the end of the dry season and the beginning of the annual rains in Thailand. One of the most recognizable traditions of Songkran is the water throwing. People splash water on each other using buckets, hoses, or water guns. It's all in good fun and symbolizes washing off all misfortunes from the past year, thus welcoming the new year with a fresh start. Traditionally, Thais also visit temples during Songkran to pray and offer food to the monks. They may also gently pour water over Buddha statues as a sign of respect and for good luck in the coming year. 11. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May, is a holiday that celebrates the victory of the Mexican army over French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5, 1862. While it is a relatively minor holiday in Mexico, in the United States, Cinco de Mayo has evolved into a celebration of Mexican culture and heritage, particularly in areas with large Mexican-American populations. Celebrations include parades, music, folkloric dancing, and traditional foods such as tacos and mole poblano. It's a day filled with vibrant colors, festive music, and an appreciation for Mexican history and traditions. 12. Mother's Day, second Sunday in May. Mother's Day is celebrated on the second Sunday of May in many parts of the world. It's a day dedicated to honoring mothers and mother figures, such as grandmothers and great-grandmothers. People often express their appreciation by giving gifts, flowers, and cards. It's also common for families to treat mothers to a special meal out or a day of relaxation. The holiday was first officially recognized in the United States in the early 20th century, and it has since spread globally. It's a day to acknowledge the important role mothers play in our lives and to show gratitude for all the love and hard work they give to their families. 13. International Yoga Day, June 21st. International Yoga Day is celebrated on June 21st each year. This day was designated by the United Nations to raise awareness about the many benefits of practicing yoga, a physical, mental, and spiritual practice that originated in India over 5,000 years ago. Yoga Day aims to highlight yoga's holistic approach to health and well-being. People of all ages and fitness levels participate in events and activities related to yoga, often including mass yoga sessions held in public spaces. It's a day to encourage people to take a little time for self-care, relaxation, and improvement of their overall health. 14. Independence Day, USA, July 4th. Independence Day, commonly known as the 4th of July, is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the Declaration of Independence, which was adopted on July 4, 1776. The Declaration announced the colony's separation from British rule. Today, Independence Day is celebrated with fireworks, parades, barbecues, and picnics. It's a patriotic holiday with American flags displayed prominently. Communities across the country hold concerts and fireworks displays, and families often gather for shared meals and celebrations. It's a day of national pride and a reminder of the country's founding ideals. 15. Bastille Day, July 14th. Bastille Day, known in France as La Fête Nationale, commemorates the storming of the Bastille prison on July 14, 1789, a key event at the beginning of the French Revolution. It symbolizes the end of the absolute monarchy and the rise of the modern nation. Today, it is celebrated with military parades, fireworks, parties, and public festivities. The largest parade takes place on the Champs-Élysées Avenue in Paris and is attended by the President of France and other dignitaries. Bastille Day is a day of national pride and a celebration of French liberty and values. 16. Hiroshima Day, August 6th. Hiroshima Day is observed on August 6 each year, marking the anniversary of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, Japan in 1945 during World War II. This day serves as a reminder of the destructive power of nuclear weapons and promotes peace and the elimination of such armaments. In Hiroshima, people gather for memorial ceremonies, and at 8:15 a.m., the exact time the bomb was dropped, many participate in a moment of silence to honor the victims. Lanterns are floated on rivers to symbolize the spirits of those who died. It's a day of reflection on the impacts of war and a call for peace worldwide. 17. Independence Day, India, August 15th. India's Independence Day commemorates its independence from British rule on August 15, 1947. Marked by patriotic displays and is celebrated with flag-hoisting ceremonies, parades, and cultural events across the country. The Prime Minister of India addresses the nation after hoisting the national flag at the Red Fort in Delhi. Schools and communities host cultural programs, and the sky is often dotted with kites, as kite flying symbolizes freedom. It's a day of national pride, reflecting on the struggles and sacrifices made for independence. 18. Mid-Autumn Festival, date varies, September or October. The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival, is a traditional festival celebrated by Chinese and other East Asian communities. It typically falls on the 15th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar, during a full moon. The festival celebrates the harvest and is a time for gathering with family and friends, giving thanks, and praying for good fortune. People enjoy mooncakes, a type of filled pastry that is traditional for this festival, and children often play with brightly colored lanterns. It's also a time to admire the beauty of the moon, which is believed to be the brightest and fullest on this night. 19. Oktoberfest, late September to the first weekend in October. Oktoberfest is the world's largest Volksfest, beer festival and traveling fun fair, held annually in Munich, Bavaria, Germany. It originally started as a royal wedding celebration in 1810 and has since evolved into a global event celebrating Bavarian culture, music, food, and, especially, beer. Visitors enjoy a variety of traditional foods, such as pretzels, sausages, and roast chicken, along with Bavarian music and dances. Huge tents set up by different breweries serve specially brewed Oktoberfest beer. It's a festive atmosphere where millions gather wearing traditional Bavarian dresses like dirndls and lederhosen. 20. Halloween, October 31st. Halloween, celebrated on October 31st, originates from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In modern times, Halloween is a day for dressing up in costumes, trick-or-treating, carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, and enjoying festive gatherings. Children and sometimes adults go door to door dressed in various costumes, asking for candy with the phrase, "trick or treat." It's a fun celebration that embraces spooky themes, with decorations featuring ghosts, witches, and other supernatural beings.